The Holiday. Here we are in my next Christmas review on this channel. So The Holiday was released in 2006 and is written and directed by Nancy Meyers and stars Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, Jude Law and Jack Black. And basically the film was around the story of two characters, Kate Winslet's character and Cameron Diaz's character. Kate Winslet's character lives in Surrey and Cameron Diaz's character lives in Los Angeles, which is important by the way. So basically you see the start of the film, Kate Winslet's character and Cameron Diaz's character, their love lives are in a bit of a slump. Kate Winslet's character is at this office Christmas party and this person that she's been in love with for a long time has just got engaged at this Christmas party. And as we see in Los Angeles, Cameron Diaz's character is discovering that her boyfriend has cheated on her. So both these characters' love lives are in a bit of a slump. Basically, Kate Winslet's character has put her house on this website, which basically means her house can be exchanged over a period of a couple of weeks. So Cameron Diaz's character finds Kate Winslet's character on this house exchange website. Basically, Cameron Diaz's character chooses to do a house exchange with Kate Winslet's character. So Cameron Diaz's character goes and lives down in Surrey over the Christmas period, and Kate Winslet's character lives up in Los Angeles over the Christmas period. But let's talk about Cameron Diaz's storyline. Basically, Cameron Diaz, she goes and lives down in Britain, and she's not really enjoying the house that much. She's not really enjoying Kate Winslet's house that much, and she's actually decided to go back. But then she runs into Jude Law's character, and these are two characters that don't really have the same interests. But can you guess what's going to happen? They start to form a romantic relationship, and also they start to fall in love. Also, at the same time, all the way over in Los Angeles, we also see what's going on with Kate Winslet's character, and Kate Winslet's character is really enjoying the Los Angeles home which Cameron Diaz's character has, because as we learned early on in the film, Cameron Diaz's character makes movie trailers for a living. Yes, I am going to get onto that later on in this review. As we see in Los Angeles, Kate Winslet's character is really enjoying this big Los Angeles home that Cameron Diaz's character has. And when she's enjoying this home, she meets Jack Black's character. Jack Black's character, as we've seen early on in the film, actually works for Cameron Diaz's character. Kate Winslet's character and Jack Black's character start to form a bond. But Jack Black's character is already in a romantic relationship. Can you guess what's going to happen with this character? Yes, he gets out of that romantic relationship and he actually starts to form a bit of a romantic relationship with Kate Winslet's character. And that's basically the plot of the film. Some of the storylines that I haven't talked about, for example, there's this whole storyline to do with Jude Law's character, but basically it's a bit odd because at the start of the film we see him picking up women in this pub in Britain, but at the same time later on in the film we actually learn that he's a 24/7 stay-at-home dad, 2 daughters, because Jude Law's character is a widower. He's lost his wife. We don't actually see that happen in the film, but he's lost his wife as we hear earlier on in the film. And at the same time there's this whole storyline to do with Cameron Diaz's character, which we'll talk about a bit, but basically her character makes movie trailers for a living, which I can't wait to talk about later on this video. But at the same time, we also got this other storyline to do with Kate Winslet's character, where she meets this old Hollywood screenwriter who says the golden age of Hollywood is dead and nobody makes good films anymore. You're watching that storyline take place and he's just like, wow, you're saying that in this film? But anyway, the main gist of the film is this house exchange between Cameron Diaz's character and Kate Winslet's character. And when they do this house exchange, they start to form romantic bonds with each character that they meet in separate countries. Cameron Diaz's character starts to form a romantic bond with Jude Law's character, but it's not that simple because they don't know how they're going to deal with it, because Cameron Diaz's character is only in Britain for a short amount of time. She's saying to Jude Law's character she has a perfect relationship with him, but at the same time, you also get this story to do with Kate Winslet's character who meets Jack Black's character. That romantic story, again, is not as simple as it sounds, and I'm just going to say this now. This is probably the best Christmas film I've ever seen. In fact, I'd probably rate it in my top 10 films I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, this film is incredible. It's so well written. The performances are absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I didn't know where the story was going to go. I was so intrigued. I was on the edge of my seat. I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to give The Holiday a 10 out of 10. No, The Holiday is god awful, and I don't use that phrase lightly. This film is rubbish. It's terrible. Honestly, it's such a bad film. That's not to say though that it doesn't have some good parts about it. It does, and I'm going to get onto those good parts very shortly in this review. But honestly, it is rubbish. But let's talk about some of the good parts for a second. For example, I quite like Kate Winslet and Jack Black in this film. I'm not going to lie. I quite like Kate Winslet as an actress anyway, and I quite like Jack Black as an actor anyway, so that probably helped with my liking of their characters in the film. That relationship's actually not that bad in the film. You see that Kate Winslet is trying to enjoy herself as best as possible in the film. There's actually some enjoyable moments with her. For example, there's this whole scene in the film to do with Kate Winslet's character when she's lying in bed in Los Angeles, and basically "Are You Gonna Be My Girl" by Jet comes on. You know, dum 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 boom. And she starts dancing to the song. That's actually a pretty fun scene. And at the same time, there's some fun moments between Kate Winslet's character and Jack Black's character. That was probably my favourite part of the film, but even that was a bit naff. The writing wasn't as good as it could be in there, and at the same time, the film has a score by Hans Zimmer, which works really well in the film. There's a couple of moments in the film where I was like, oh, the Hans Zimmer score worked really well there. Unfortunately, that's where my praise ends. Honestly, this film has so many things wrong with it, and so many things that just annoy me. For example, let's talk about one of the big things I think. Every line in this film looks like it's been overdubbed, and badly. Not overdubbed well, overdubbed badly. It looks like, honestly, none of the characters actually say what they say in real time in the film. It looks like they've gone back over, and Nancy Meyers is like, right, we're going to overdub this line, we're going to overdub this line. And the overdubbing is rubbish. It looks like it looks like when they actually shot the film, nobody could hear what the actual actors were saying at the time, so they had to go back and overdub all the storylines, and overdub all of it, and it just looks rubbish. And it looks like none of the characters are actually speaking in time with their dialogue, which is just weird to watch. And at the same time, though, one of the things that annoyed me so much was the whole storyline to do with Cameron Diaz's character. Cameron Diaz's character makes movie trailers. Cameron Diaz makes movie trailers. I can believe Cameron Diaz as this character in Gangs of New York, and I can also believe her character in Being John Malkovich. But in The Holiday, she makes movie trailers for a living. They keep bringing out this gag throughout the film that she keeps having dreams, but in a movie trailer fashion, about her life. So she keeps having dreams about Jude Law as the love of her life, but it's done in like a movie trailer way. And I'm just there thinking, what? First of all, Cameron Diaz makes movie trailers. I can't believe that one sec. As soon as they said that in the film, I was like, right, no, not believing anything else that character says for the rest of the film. Movie trailers. And by the way, we see one of the movie trailers early on in the film, and basically this movie trailer stars with James Franco, by the way, which is a bit weird to see him in the film. We see this movie trailer which her company has made early on in the film, and then she's like, oh my god guys, it's so good, it's amazing. I'm there thinking, did we just watch the same movie trailer? That movie trailer was honestly shit. And it really was. And it annoys me so much that Cameron Diaz makes movie trailers. That doesn't make any sense. And then for the first of the film, we get this really annoying performance from her where basically all she does is smile, and then she's like, oh, and it's really annoying. I hate Cameron Diaz in this film. Thing is, I don't actually think she's a bad actress when she does good films. Like I said, Gangs of New York and Being John Malkovich, she is good in those films. But then in this film, she is shocking. Her character annoyed me so much in this film. And then we get on to Jude Law's character. And by the way, I actually like Jude Law as an actor in real life. He's done some really good films that I've really enjoyed his performance in. And at the same time, he's done some also alright films, which I've enjoyed his performance in still as well. I actually liked him as Dumbledore in Fantastic Beasts of Crime de Grindelwald, and I wasn't a huge fan of that film, but I liked his performance as Dumbledore in that film. But then in this film, his performance is just rubbish. And you get this whole storyline to do with his character. In one of the opening moments of the film, we see his character pick up this random woman in a pub, and then later on in the film we learn he's a 24/7 stay-at-home dad and he'd lost his wife. Now I would have been fine with the whole stay-at-home dad storyline if we didn't see him picking up random women early on in the film. He obviously isn't a 24/7 stay-at-home dad if he's going to the pub and picking up random women and also going meeting Cameron Diaz's character. What? Obviously he's not just a stay-at-home dad, and the storyline just doesn't work. And Jude Law, he's all smiles and just, oh, look how handsome he is. Oh, I mean, that's basically what it is between Cameron Diaz and Jude Law's character. It's like, oh my god, look how attractive Cameron Diaz's character is. Look how handsome Jude Law's character is. Oh, and these two characters are going to get in a romantic relationship. Oh, it'll be quite saucy to watch. Honestly, the thing is, I like Jude Law as well, but I just didn't like his storyline in this film. It didn't make any sense. He keeps choosing Cameron Diaz over his two daughters, and he's going on about how he's a stay-at-home dad, yet he keeps choosing Cameron Diaz over his own two daughters. I just can't believe that. It's not good writing. That's what it is. That annoyed me quite a lot in the film. And also, we get this whole storyline to do with this old screenwriter, which I talked about earlier on in the review, which is basically to do with Kate Winslet's storyline. And basically, he's going on to Kate Winslet about how, you know, the golden age of Hollywood is dead, and nobody writes good scripts anymore, nobody writes good films anymore, and you're thinking, this must be an inside joke. I mean, come on, you put that in this film? You honestly put that character who's gone on about writing bad scripts and making a bad film in this film? Then at the same time, we also get these houses which both the main female characters live in. Kate Winslet's house looks like it's from Narnia. Like, it doesn't look like she lives in Surrey. She looks like she lives in Narnia. And I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I wouldn't mind living in Narnia myself. But honestly, that does not look like a house in Surrey. And at the same time, the inside of her house does not actually look realistic. It doesn't look like someone's actually been living there. It looks like a set. And guess what? It was a set. And that's the same with Cameron Diaz's character in Los Angeles. Honestly, her house in Los Angeles just looks unrealistic, and it looks like no one's lived in there since it's been made. It looks like that house is still for sale. Honestly, the houses don't look like they've been lived in. They just look like sets, and I know they are, because I looked it up after the film, and it just annoyed me that, because honestly, they just look like sets, and that's just bad, because, you know, you don't believe in these characters' stories, and you're not going to believe in them even more if, you know, the settings in the film don't look realistic. The thing is with this film, it tries to do the Love Actually, whereas all these characters' storylines, and they all intertwine with each other, and they all collide with each other, and everything comes down to the third act of the film, where you tell the ones that you love them at Christmas. That's basically what Love Actually was trying to do. And Love Actually succeeded in that for the most part. This film did not. Honestly, by the end of the film, I couldn't wait for it to end. Like, I wasn't going to turn the film off. But, honestly, by the end of the film, it's over 2 hours long, and I just wanted it to end about an hour and a half in. I was like, Jesus Christ, we still got another half an hour left. Honestly, it felt like I'd already watched a 2.5 hour film by that point. The film is so long, and the storylines aren't wrapped up well in any way. You get this whole thing between Cameron Diaz's character and Jude Law's character, and they're like, how are we going to deal with our relationship? When Cameron Diaz's character has to go out to America, and Jude Law's character can't, he has to stay in print to look after his 2 children. And that storyline's just kind of like, oh wait, let's just try and do long distance. And that's kind of it. There's nothing resolved about how Cameron Diaz is somehow going to go back to America and do her movie trailer company, which I don't believe in 1 second, by the way. But there's nothing about that. It's just, what is going on in this film? The writing is all over the place. It really felt like Nancy Meyers sat down, had a bunch of ideas, put them down on a sheet of paper, and then some studio picked up and like, oh, let's think of who we can get in the film. We can get Kate Winslet, we can get Cameron Diaz, we can get Jude Law. Let's just throw Jack Black in as well. And the thing is, I actually liked Jack Black quite a lot as an actor, but he looked like he was in a different film. He looked like he was just free for about a month or so, and he just came down and just like, oh, I'll film a couple of scenes of the film. Oh yeah, you want me to be love interest for Kate Winslet? Yeah, that's fine. And it just looked like he's from a different film entirely. I mean, I like Jack Black in this film. He's actually one of the things I kind of liked about this film, but he looks like from a different film, and that's the same with Kate Winslet's character. Honestly, this film is rubbish. I'm not disliking this film because I don't like rom-coms. In fact, I viewed Love Actually quite recently on the channel, and I was a huge fan of Love Actually. But The Holiday, first of all, I never believed in any of these love stories. I never believed in any of these characters. You know, I switched off with Cameron Diaz's character when she says she makes movie trailers for a living. I mean, come on. What? I switched off with this song to Jude Law's character, which doesn't make any sense when you really think about it. I switched off to Kate Winslet's character when apparently she lives in Narnia. And I switched off to Jack Black's character when he looks like he's from a different film. The writing's all over the place, the characters are unbelievable, and honestly, this film is so bad. It's badly made, it's badly directed, and honestly, it's just rubbish. For that reason, I'm going to give The Holiday, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, I take no pride in saying the film is bad, actually, because I was actually sitting down for this film thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to sit down and watch a fun, enjoyable rom-com, because to be fair, when I'm in the mood for them, I do actually like rom-coms. I do actually like Christmas rom-coms as well, when they don't take themselves seriously. The Holiday tries to take itself seriously. It has this whole song to do with this old character who's like, the golden age of Hollywood is dead, and you're just there thinking, yes, because films like these are made, films like The Holiday are made, and they make Hollywood look so bad. And honestly, this film is just so disappointing, so boring to watch, and I hate using that phrase, but it is boring to watch, so predictable, so badly made. The performances really aren't that great. Honestly, this film is really bad. And for that reason, I'm going to give The Holiday a 2 out of 10 from me. Anyway guys, what do you think of The Holiday? Do you love it, do you hate it, or have you just not watched it? And if not, why not? Please do comment below and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And just say once again, I'm still doing some Christmas film reviews leading up to Christmas Day on this channel. So look forward to my next Christmas film review, which I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but look forward to my next Christmas film review coming very soon on this channel. Anyway guys, thank you as always for watching, and if you haven't yet, please do click down below and like, subscribe on this video, and look forward to many more both film and TVs and Christmas film reviews coming very soon on this channel. See you guys again soon, but bye for now. Bye!